Guys, Mauro here, and I'm going to share a life story with you that happened to me a few months ago at work. So I was working with this work colleague, and we were talking a little bit about our life experiences since we moved to Berlin, our happy times, our sad times, and the obstacles that we had to go through. And he's an European as well, so we were trying to share as much as we could about everything. We were just pretty much open without judging each other and trying to be sincere and just put it all out there. And we got into a super interesting topic, the job center, which I was amazed with his answer about the job center. So I was telling him that I was going through this hardship with the job center because they were trying to make my life more difficult. They denied me important social benefits that I have rights for as an European. And he was amazed because he said, Actually, this exactly same problem happened to me. On the other hand, he was saying, I lost my mind. I was not able to access my benefit because I didn't have the patience. And as a matter of fact, this guy, it is a little bit stressed out, and he had gone through a lot of hardship in his life. So I completely sympathize with him. And to be fair, I have family members that remind me a lot of him. So I know what he was going through, and I know how to deal with him a little bit. And so I just wanted him to share everything what he was saying. So he told me exactly what happened. So basically, he showed up at the job center. He lost his job, and he showed up at the job center, and he had legal rights to get support from the job center. However, they denied and requested a lot of paperwork. So he went back to the job center with all the paperwork, and then they requested more paperwork, and then they were not happy with the paperwork that he provided and asking him more questions and etc. So basically, I went through the same issue with the job center. They are using strategies to delay support for people. So if you show up there and they analyze you and maybe you don't look that familiar, or maybe you are not German, you don't speak German well, they will pretty much try to deny support at all costs. So they will make your life super difficult, and they will put it in obstacles that shouldn't be that in the first place. In an ideal world, you show up with your ID in the job center and you said that you lost your job, and that they should initiate a claim immediately. There shouldn't be so much bureaucracy. And they are basically using a strategy that I've discovered and I have documented and I have evidence that is a strategy of requesting a lot of paperwork and then delaying the payments and just trying to make life of an individual even more difficult. So not everyone is like me, persistent, and I don't really give up. That's the thing. So if I know that I have rights, I will fight for my rights until the end. But the job center and the system knows that not everyone is like me. So what they do is they make the lives of people more difficult, even though it's already difficult. In this situation, my friend had lost his job already. This itself is a lot of problem, right? You lost your job, you don't have a job, right? So you need to pay the bills, you need to pay your rent, etc. This itself, it's already causing a lot of stress and a lot of underlying issues that people have to go through before they get to the job center. Once they get to the job center knows that, so they use that against people. And what they do is when they find out that you are a little bit stressed out, when they find out that you are impatient, when they find out that you might have some sort of problems or mental health issues or something, that they will try to get advantage of you. They will use that against you. They will not try to be kind and nice. So that's the problem here. It's a broken system. They are using people to make sure that they do something or they overreact or they give up on their benefits, right? But they're not giving up on the benefits because they don't need it. They're giving up on the benefits because basically they've given up on the bureaucracy. And this is exactly what happened to my friend. So he had all the plans, he had a career plans that he wants to do, he wants to get a better job, but he had to take up on a job that he didn't want to do because he gave up on the patience, he gave up on the bureaucracy that he had to go through. Basically, he gave up on it. Yes, I couldn't believe it. When he told me, yes, I gave up on my benefits because it was too much bureaucracy. So I couldn't believe it. I said, what? Why did you give up? You should never give up on it. You should fight for your rights. And this is my whole point here. Not everyone's like me. A lot of people will give up, and a lot of people will have a nervous breaking down. And that is not a fair society. You should create a fair society, and that's not a system that you should support whatsoever. My point here is we need to connect. I want you to know more about your experiences with the job center and the Socialevon and health. We need to share experiences. We need to connect. We need to come together as a unity, because then we're going to be stronger. This is the point of this video. If you're watching this video right now, maybe you're gonna watch this video in the future. This is a policy that will be on for a very long time, right? So no matter where and when you watch this video, you can still connect, you can still get in touch with me, you can still send me an email or connect with me in any other social media platform, or TikTok or YouTube, Twitter, or you can even send me a message as well on my phone as well. So there are so many ways you can connect, but let's connect. Let's make sure that we are stronger as a people, and we have to improve the system, and that's the goal. We have to get in touch with each other. You have to find ways, and we have to outsmart the system because it's a broken system. And I believe you can fix the system. That's my whole point. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing these videos in the first place. It is not far from being a good system. It just needs updating. You just need management. You just need the right people that manage the system. Right now, I don't see that the support that people are getting are fair and is fast enough, and also it's not really preventing people from getting into more trouble. This is the goal. If we will prevent big companies from getting into trouble, financial trouble, we need to make sure that the working class and the middle class as well are getting support to get out of difficult situations, right? So this is the point here. We need to promote policies that will help the most vulnerable and the middle class as well. So let's come together as one single unit. Let's write policies. Let's demand change from the politicians. And let's create this movement that is just using policies to demand a fair and an equal society. And that's what we have to do. Europe is a developed community. We should work as a single unity, right? So if you're from Spain, France, from different countries in Europe, and you're living in Germany, this is the time that you have to connect, because it's very important that we use our democracy, use our policies to improve the Europe as a whole. So get in touch, connect, and let's find ways to fix this broken system that's so unfair and just for the population.